Funding for Shaperless is provided by Squarespace, the sponsor of today's video. From websites and online stores to marketing tools and analytics, Squarespace is the all-in-one platform to build a beautiful online presence and run your business. Heyo, it's time to review Captain Falcon Show. I still can't believe they name-dropped Captain Falcon in the finale, like hot damn. Good thing Nintendo doesn't ever use him or Marvel would get so sued. So anyway, I thought the show was pretty good, with a few fatal flaws that keep it back from being pretty great. Before this show, I always found Bucky to be one of the most boring MCU characters. Like, yeah, I get it, he's suffering and all that, but they never really took the time to explore his suffering. They just thrust him into action where he doesn't have any personality, and we only care about him because Steve cares about him. And Falcon was okay. He was pretty cool in Winter Soldier, but I stopped caring about him pretty quickly after that. Well, what do you know? This show made me care about these guys. Probably because there's plenty of time to flesh them out and see them living life, coping with their insecurities and struggles and baggage and...
Insert that one line from Shrek that James uses in all his videos here.
I got really invested in both of them for the first time, but it's Falcon who really steals the show here. Sam trying to come to terms with what Steve wanted for him, compared to his own hesitation about being a black man holding the shield, is really powerful stuff. I love everything with Isaiah Bradley and how tragic his story is. I like that scene in the second episode where the pigs harass Sam before realizing he's an Avenger and being like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't recognize you," cause it's unfortunately pretty realistic. This is the first MCU property in a long time that feels like it takes place in the real world. It concerns itself with real life issues, and the fact that it's a TV show means that it actually takes the time to focus on these issues, rather than brushing past them. The dialogue bits are the best part of the show by far, with the action being fine. There's some standout fight scenes, but nothing too crazy. It was better than WandaVision's action scenes, that's for sure. Zemo was a really fun addition and he stole every scene he was in. Sharon was kinda dumb considering they kinda reinvented her entire character without any hint as to how she became this new person. The reveal that she was the power broker is seriously the lamest, most predictable shit ever, and it amounted to nothing by the end. I don't know why they bothered. Don Cheadle showed up for 5 minutes and that was pretty epic. Carly was okay. I like how she feels like a real revolutionary and not a mustache-twirling villain, but at the same time, she's not really that compelling of a threat. Especially not compared to John Walker, who this show really fucking drops the ball with. Throughout the first 5 episodes, I loved hating this guy. I can't remember the last time I got this invested in hating a fictional character, cause he's such an asshole. That being said, if you're one of those fucking moron degenerates who decided to harass the actor that plays him because you didn't like the fictional character, then fuck you, go touch some grass. As the season continued on, I started seeing Walker more and more as the main antagonist compared to Carly. And I figured that's where the season was going. He would kill her and have to be taken down because he's gone insane thanks to the super serum making him worse. I mean, the ending of episode 4, holy shit. That was wild, and I didn't know how they could top that. Well, they didn't. John Walker just decides in the final episode that he's gonna be a good guy. Literally, he drops his shield and starts helping people, and he doesn't seem mad in the slightest that Sam is the new Captain America. What the fuck happened? The weird thing is, they redeemed him in the exact same way I wanted Prince Charming to be redeemed in Shrek the Third. Quacking crazy coincidence, Jimbo. See, I wouldn't mind John Walker being redeemed so much if they actually showed his redemption taking place. Episode 5 was just an hour of Sam and Bucky vibing, and honestly, it was a really good episode. But if that episode also included John Walker coming to terms with the fact that he didn't deserve to be Captain America, then this sudden shift in character would be fine. They honestly made him too unlikable for his own good if the plan was to redeem him. It would have made so much more narrative and thematic sense if he was the one to kill Carly, not f***ing Sharon, who gets no repercussions from Sam for this, despite how big of a deal he makes out of Carly's death. They really botched both Walker and Sharon's characters, and it drags down what's otherwise a decent enough finale. I actually like Sam's speech to the senators, and I like how it still felt applicable to the real world, despite the fact that the catalyst for all this happening was the big purple man collecting magic rocks. It's cool to see the MCU taking an insane cosmic event like half the universe dying and coming back, and showing us what its repercussions would be for ordinary people. When Sam applies for a bank loan and he can't get it because he didn't have any activity over the past 5 years when he was dead, yeah, that feels like something that would happen in the real world. Overall, I thought this series was neat, and it warranted being a series rather than a movie by taking the time to humanize its protagonists and give them some well-deserved endings. I wouldn't mind a season 2, since I'd love to see more of Sam and Bucky working together. Though honestly, who the f wants to see John Walker return as a good guy? Is there a single person that wants that? Does anyone want to root for this man? Whatever, it's a good show. Could have been great if certain elements of the finale weren't entirely botched, which sounds a lot like WandaVision, huh? I mean, this show's finale was better than WandaVision's finale, and so was the show as a whole, I'd say. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. It had its great moments, but it didn't quite stick the landing. I did like the part where Bucky tricked the Flag Smashers by hacking into their app and getting them to come to the wrong location. They probably shouldn't have trusted that app and should have used their own website in order to communicate with each other. But is there a great service that could have made such a website? Why, yes indeed there is, and that service is called Squarespace. Thank you very much. Squarespace is a fantastic, intuitive online website builder that allows you to create beautiful websites for your business or personal hobby. Present your work using Squarespace's professional portfolio designs. Display projects in customizable galleries and add password-protected pages to share private work with clients. You can even present your videos from YouTube, Vimeo, and Animoto on your Squarespace site. Add an image overlay to your video to improve your website's load speed by waiting to embed video players until playback starts. Every design automatically includes a unique mobile experience that matches the overall style of your website, so your content will look great on every device, every time. And if you don't want that, you can always disable the mobile view from Website Manager. Buying a domain from Squarespace is simple because there are no hidden fees or price hikes. Each domain comes with an ad-free parking page and free WHOIS privacy on eligible domains. Squarespace sells over 200 top-level domains, so you can find the perfect name for your website. Choose a URL that ends in .com, .net, .org, or if you're feeling funky, you can get a more specific one like .art. If you're ready to share your passions or promote your business with the rest of the world, head to squarespace.com for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/JFrillis to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.